Welcome back, everybody. Happy Thursday, and of course, random encounter time. Of course, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. I hope everybody's having an awesome week so far. For me, it's just busy, and actually a lot more than I wanted it to be. You guys will find out in an upcoming video, but let's just put it this way. There's been an update video that's been coming to the channel that has been updated twice. It's now going to get a third update, and it will be out hopefully by the end of this week. Just basically pertaining to what's going to be happening for the channel from August on through the rest of the year. Did we make it? I don't think we did. Oh, wait, there's the huge materia, and there it goes into the sub. Well, maybe we did make it. Except now we gotta, you know, get in the sub. That's gonna be hard. Especially considering I think that sub is ready to leave. Cloud, better move fast. I don't think it matters that Reno's in front of you. What are you doing? Help load. No. Cloud? Help? Looks like we barely made it. Either give it to us or else. Which is it gonna be? Unfortunately, I don't have time to deal with you. And what's that monstrosity? My priority is the huge materia. And boss fight. So yeah, like I said, there's going to be an announcement coming hopefully by the end of the week explaining what's going to be happening from August on through the rest of the year. Simply because I have a baby coming and I've got to start freeing some time up. And so yes, the channel is kind of one of the places that's getting hit for it. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. And of course, we're bringing in Neo Bahamut. Because, well, we like long summons, don't we? Man, if you... Here's the thing. Like, I actually had a few people say, like, wow, these summons are really, really long. That could get annoying. Oh, just wait till the next game. Just wait. They get longer. I think they actually clocked the longest summon in Final Fantasy VIII to be like 10, 15 minutes, something like that. I don't know, I'll need to double check it, but it's long. Like, you can go and make a sandwich really quick and you won't miss a thing. There we go, big hit. So good to have our buddy Cloud back in the party. And that kills the arms. That's good. Unfortunately, that also creates a problem, as we still have the main one, Lapis Laser. I think if you kill the arms, then this does a little bit more damage. Thankfully, we've got barriers up and everything like that. Well, if this doesn't kill him, then Cloud's Limit certainly will. Yep, Meteor Rain. Bam! And he's dead. I can't even remember what that guy's... It's like a crane robot is what its name is. Here we go. So now that we've got the boss taken care of, we also got an upgrade for Tifa with God's Hand. Yes, it's literally God's Hand. You can literally see it that way. No, it's not. But the sub's gone. Damn, the submarine! We have to go after it. But it's already in the water. Okay, so unfortunately, with the sub in the water, we have to go procure a submarine. But while we're here, we're also going to get some of the other chests in the area, including an upgrade for Cait Sith with the Battle Trumpet. Now, you'll have to ignore me for a second because I was actually trying to follow the guide. And the guide said that there was supposed to be a chest off in this remote corner of the previous map. So I was trying very, very hard to find it. Now, I can already feel a few of you guys getting really worried about what that announcement might actually be. It's nothing huge, like the channel is not going away or anything like that. I am announcing a break, but it's not going to be like a big one, simply because I've got a baby coming and priorities need to match that. So basically what's going to happen is that a lot of videos are going to be kind of put on optional. If I can get to them, then I will get to them, and my intention is to finish them. At the very least, to finish them, just in case things kind of change differently. Quick timeout on that. We just barely got an interesting key item that will come into play later. If people remember, way back when we went to Wutai, we came across a cave with a bunch of fire. And we actually got told that we needed the scales of the water god to be able to pass through. The Leviathan scales we just got are the scales of the water god. So now we can actually go in there and get the rewards that lie in that cave. So we will be doing that in a future part. I don't think we're going to be doing it today, but we will be doing it in a future part. That being said, kind of back to what I was talking about. Basically, things are going to get finished, but everything is going to be optional. If I have things pre-recorded, they'll go up. But the bottom line is that things like Tale of Drakfu, things like the Diablo 2 playthrough become optional, but with priority to finish them. So that way you guys aren't left high and dry. You want the sub? Just try and take it, buddy! Okay. Sir, maybe we shouldn't piss them off? Too late. You already done goofed. So that's kind of how things are changing. The various things that I need to cover. How does that cover the podcasts? Podcasts are still going to happen up until August 10th, where I will be taking a break for baby. I might even take a break earlier than that. I'm not sure. But thankfully, my other panelists on the Geek News podcast will be stepping in to help me out with that. YB Geek and Run of the Ropes, kind of not affected. They'll go when they go, and we'll make time work. The reviews, not really being affected. When I have review footage, I just need to edit it and get it back up. In fact, you guys are going to be getting a couple of reviews, hopefully in the next day or two. So we'll be able to get you some other reviews that you guys can sink your teeth into. And we're also probably going to add a new feature. Hold on. No, this is terrible! Is it? Is it really? We don't have much time left! I don't want to die! There's still so much more I've got to do! I've never even got to do my special victory dance in battle! Alright, then make this your first victory! Go on, show them! Yes, sir! Remember your last training! Begin! Yes, sir! I'm back, and now I got no regrets! Attack! You can technically take them prisoner. I'm going to humor them. And we'll see if they're even hard. Spoiler alert, they're not. I can't hold on any longer, Captain! Let me show you how it's done! Ugh, they got me! The special pose! There we go. Yay, we have a submarine now! I guess. Someone, please. Sorry, I can't take it anymore. Lack of space, the shaking, the roar of the engine. My legs can't budge it. See? Just fiddle with the controls and we'll get somewhere. Hey, Cloud, why don't you try piloting it? They say you don't get motion sickness if you're driving. I don't know where they say that. Hey, you're right. I do feel a little better driving. No sweat. Just leave everything to me. Hey, look! Cloud's mortal! He's not all badass and everything all the time. Well, now what? Technically, you can read the manual. I'm not going to, because I know the controls. Everything seems set. Start the mission! The switch. Main screen on. Change the screen mode. So we can actually enter into a little bit of a mini game here that you can later on unlock in the Gold Saucer. So all you have to do is hunt down the red submarine, which has our huge materia. So like I was saying before, we are actually going to have some new features coming to the channel. Not too many, but I thought this might be an interesting addition with the reviews. We are actually looking into doing more retro-style reviews, where we take on older games and kind of review them in a modern context. So this isn't set in stone or anything like that, but since I am doing game reviews, and as people know, like, there's a big stack of games behind me that needs to get played, I figured that this might be a good way. Plus, a few people get mad that I bring them up in the Final Fantasy games. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to piss you off, but I'm just giving you a case of what's going on in life at that point. And mission's complete already. It's actually not that hard. I've had people complain about this submarine minigame and go, oh, it's so hard, I can't get it done. No, I've never had any problems with it. It's really easy to do. Received Shinra sub. So yay, we have another vehicle. We did it. The huge materia should be at the bottom of the sea by now. Let's continue the search. All Shinra submarine units, do you read? All Shinra submarine units, do you read? Must be from Shinra. You think? Report number 2. We're submarine number 2. All right, I'll do it. This is Shinra number 2. Everything's normal. Situation's all fine. How are you? Roger. Your next mission is return to Junon Dock. Negative. We have a bit of a fuel leak. We will transport the huge materia from the airport. Those without other assignments will report for guard duty. That is all. Over and out. Junon Airport. We should make it if we hurry. Forget about the huge materia for now. We're climbing. Aye, aye, Captain! So yes, you do get an extra vehicle. So we have the buggy that you can still use. You have the tiny Bronco, which you can still use. You have the airship. Now you have the submarine. This is nothing new to the franchise, as remember in Final Fantasy V, we actually got our first kind of exposure to being able to pilot a submarine. There are a couple of new rules, as you can kind of tell. Like, you have to park the submarine in kind of these natural inlets. You can't park it anywhere else. I actually keep a personal habit of just keeping the sub parked at Junon. So at that point, it's easy to keep track of. And this is actually where I do a little bit of a magic cut, because I did actually go and grind in the meantime. Especially with Chocobos, because we are really close to being done with the Chocobo minigame. So I actually went off and raced a little bit to get, and also got a mate for our black Chocobo, Choco. So you can already see Choco has a buddy. Well, not a buddy, but more of a mate. So first of all, we're going to play the little glitch in the PlayStation, which is just feed one of them, and that increases your chances. We're gonna feed Floco. As you can see, I got Class S with the Chocobo Racing. It's very helpful for it, and increases the chances greatly. And it's time to mate. It's time for us to hit the final nail in this proverbial coffin. We're gonna mate Choco with Floco. Go ahead. Which nut are you gonna use? Now, you actually have to procure a Xeonut, which is just on an island right past the Chocobo Ranch. So we're going to give them a Zeo Nut. And they're going to become the Power Ranger Zeo. No, I'm kidding. And on the first try, I'm happy to say we actually got it. This is a golden chocobo. It's a female. We don't care. Because now we have a gold chocobo. And we're going to give it an appropriate name. We're going to name her Goldie. Hi, Goldie. Now, as I explained the process earlier on, I'm going to explain it really quick again. So, the gold chocobo is the end result. What you had to build up to is you had to get great and good chocobos to get green and blue. Green can go over mountains. Blue can go through rivers, kind of like the Tawny Barunco. Eventually, when you mate your green and your blue, you get a black, which can do both. And then when you mate that black with a wonderful chocobo, you get a gold chocobo, which can go anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. As you guys are going to see, I can go into deep water. Now, why is this important? Because you have the airship, right? It's very important because there are certain ports, like with any other Final Fantasy game, where the airship can't go. It can't park there. It can't land in forest. It has to land in green land. And in particular, there are 4 areas that are locked off, have no access, that you want to get access to and only can with a gold chocobo. So here's one of them. It's actually, they're aptly called the Materia Caves. Here's the one that some people are going to get a little irritated because I get it, but it's so cool. Over the course of many years, Mako energizes, crystallizes into materia. Received Knights of the Round materia, or, as I like to call it, the God materia. This thing can literally do, if you have it right and mastered, over 100,000 damage. Or at least into a good portion into the 10k territory. I think somebody actually did do the math once and had a 100k, but that's how ridiculous Knights of the Round is. So that being said, we now have basically end game. We have the ultimate materia to be able to take on anything. We are going to temper it, though. We're not going to worry too much about using it everywhere. I mean, we're already overpowered beyond all comprehension. So we'll keep tabs on that. But for now, we have like the greatest summon materia in the damn game. Okay, now that I figured out where I'm going because of the strategy, because I had to get into the strategy guide to find the cave I'm looking for, which is a lot closer than I thought it was. All I have to do is just go to the end, and there is our cave. Now, technically, you don't have to go to all 4, but I will go to all 4 so you guys can see it. So we've had the ultimate summon. This one is going to give us the ultimate support materia. Over the course of many years, we received the Quadra Magic materia. So the basic way that this works is if it's paired with a certain materia, it can go off 4 times. That makes things stupidly OP for magic use. Like if I have a designated magic user with that and like say I put it with Ultima. I think it's a chance. It's been a while since I've used it, but I think it's a chance that it will proc, and then at that point you get 4 Ultimas in a row. Which is a lot of damage. Okay, so we are moving over to the next materia cave. They're all appropriately put at corners of the map, so they're not too hard to find. But they are pretty much some of the best materia, all but one. One of these materia is not quite as great as the others. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. It is great if you want to be able to spam a lot of magic, but it's ultimately not worth it considering endgame for Final Fantasy VII. But I'm going to applaud Square Enix for at least coming up with the idea, because it's a good idea on paper. The only problem is that its execution leaves a lot to be desired. Now, I'm actually at the continent of Wutai. The reason being is that it is accessible on Wutai, but only with a gold chocobo, so... Okay, I found where I was going. as you can see, they're kind of off in the middle of nowhere, so I have to remind myself on the map where they are. So here's Materia Cave number 3. This has the ultimate command materia, or yellow materia. Over the course of many years, yes, mime materia. Ooh, this is also going to be very helpful considering we have Knights of the Round. You can basically make your party spam Knights of the Round for no MP. Gee, have you heard of this strat against Sephiroth before? You might have, because people do it. I will be honest, I've done it. I will probably do it here. Because I like overpowering people like Sephiroth. It's fun. It's fun hitting like a freight train. Okay, so here's the final one. This is the one that's not as great. So let's go ahead and grab it. It is the ultimate in independent materia is what the strategy guide calls it, but basically stat ones. This basically takes your HP and your MP and flips them. So take that in the context of Cloud, where Cloud has a lot of HP and a lot of MP. Basically what that would happen is my MP would become 9999, but my HP would be 999. So at that point, I actually might be weaker in context than I was without it. That's kind of the problem that you run into, especially in fights like, say, the weapons or Sephiroth. It's not necessarily worth it. Unless you can guarantee beyond a shadow of a doubt that character is not going to get hit with anything massive. Because then they'll be dead. Because that's kind of the problem that we're running into at this point in the game. So many things are hitting past 1,000, it doesn't help. But nonetheless, we got Quadra Magic, we got Mime, and we also got Knights of the Round. All amazing materia. And now that we've done that, there will be no more Chocobo breeding, but I've shown you guys how early you can get it done and how fast it can be done. It's gonna take some time and patience, but you can get a gold Chocobo, or you could kill Ruby Weapon. Good luck with that one. I still haven't done it, and I never will. I have no reason to put myself through that pain and anguish. And to the people who are already asking, are you going to do it on camera? Nope. Nope. Sorry, I'll leave that to the hardcore guys who can do it, who have figured out every little detail, have every little stat in place. This is a story playthrough. That's what I'm trying to aim for with some side questing just to get us as powerful as we could possibly be. Now, it's time for us to head into Wutai. We're going to take in, or we're at least going to head over to the Dachau Fire Cave. Remember, we have the Leviathan scales from earlier on in the video. So now we can get access to the rewards behind the fire. Are they the greatest thing ever? Kinda. But I at least want to show it to you guys. So let's head up to the Dachau Monument. I still like Wutai's music. I really wish we'd done more here. And not the stuff we did. The Don Corneo stuff was stupid. I have no problem saying that. The Don Corneo stuff was stupid. It was funny in Midgar. It's stupid now. But Drac, how can you not like Don Corneo? No. No. The only way that I will accept Don Corneo in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because you guys want it, it's coming, at least for the moment. The only way I will accept it is if as soon as Cloud comes out in the dress, he looks like Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. Make it happen, Square Enix. That would be hilarious. Oh, and also, in the meantime, I also did procure sneak attack materia while I was Chocobo racing. So we do have that as well. But we're just going to go ahead and put on these materia so that we have them, but not the HP MP one. I do not want to swap. We do not want to pull a shield and sword from Yu-Gi-Oh! Just yet. Okay, so unfortunately, we are running out of time for this week. So when we come back next week, we will start off in the Dachau Fire Cave, and we will continue on in the story of Final Fantasy VII.